All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On first down, Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
That one goes for 24 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
Here we go, set, 90, ball. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. His throw incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 5-9. Check 13. Hey, echo. 20 seconds.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's good for 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots have taken the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Breeze now on 1st down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Working
from the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Breeze. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. He's going to get this to Austin, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught by Brown. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. That is going to be caught by Sharp. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tajay Sharp there to make the grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Black spot 4. Yeah. You don't want that. 5-9. 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And escapes the sack. Stays on his... And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 2nd and 7, Breeze, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
X3, 218, chopper. 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. That
one good for 13 and a New England first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Patriots have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They run. Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 20. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. They'll run on first down. Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Ready, 95, 56. 54. You're good, you're good. That's full, ready.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch up.
He'll drop to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They're set up to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
That's it, baby. We go work.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches,
and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jordan Howard. 36 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Oh, you got deep?
And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Hey, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.